Hi everybody. Okay, so I thought that I would take the time to make a little video and answer some frequently asked questions. Okay, so I put together a list of the questions that I've been asked multiple times, and I don't know that I've really answered them good in the comments. So I thought that I would just answer them now, and then there'd be a little video that you can reference if you're curious about something. So yeah, obviously I'm in my kit. So let's get going. Okay. So how long have you been playing? Okay. Well, actually, I will say that I've been playing since 2017. That's when I decided to really dedicate time to playing and starting my YouTube channel and recording the drum covers and all of that. Before that, I didn't really have time to dedicate to drumming. So I will say 2017 was the beginning of this particular journey. What is your kit and cymbals? Okay, well, my kit is a 1993 Tama Rockstar DX. And there's an edition of a Mapex Mars 16-inch floor tom. But yeah, my kit is just a 10, 12, 13, 14, 16, 18 floor toms, two 22-inch bass drums. Like I said, original 1993 Rockstar DX. The cymbals, the majority of the cymbals are Meinl Dark Custom Classics. The rides and the hi-hats are Zildjian Titanium. And then there's a few like miscellaneous. I have just a few miscellaneous accent cymbals mixed in. So, who are your favorite drummers? Okay, well, I have to say Eric Carr is probably one of the first drummers that really made an impression on me and made me, interested in becoming a drummer. Frankie Benali is another one. There's a lot. There's a lot. Well, there's a lot, but yeah, Eric Carr, Frankie Benali, Scott Rockenfield of Queensryche, Lars Ulrich, obviously. So yeah, there's really too many to list, but yeah. And then I also get asked if my kit is an Eric Carr replica because I have the Shikara decals on my kit, but no, it is not a replica at all because obviously Eric played Ludwig and this is Tama and the configuration is different. I just have the Shikara decals because, like I said, he was an important inspiration and moment of realization, when I was like, oh wow, I want to do that. Okay, how long does it take me to learn a song? I don't know. It depends on the song. And it's really hard for me to answer that because I play over like a series of days in a week, and I don't spend exactly the same amount of time playing every single day. So it's very hard for me to keep track of how long it's taking me to do something. But if I had to guess, I would say that, it takes me a few hours to get like to memorize the song and to learn it and get like maybe a basic version of it. And then of course it takes time to polish techniques, to get it ready to actually record and present it on YouTube. And I'll be honest, it takes me longer to record the song than it does to learn the song because I'm not somebody that's super comfortable with putting myself out there. So it's like a mental exercise for me every time I need to record a YouTube video. So that does take longer than the actual process of learning the song, which is why I only post like one video every 3 weeks or once a month, is because I yeah, like I said, it takes me some time to get in the right mindset to actually record the video. So I'm very grateful when you guys watch it and leave nice comments. How do I learn the songs? Well, okay, I don't read music, okay? I can read drum notations, tablature, whatever you want to call it, but I don't use it. Basically, I listen and I watch. Okay, I watch other people play the song. I listen to the song. And then obviously I try and play songs that I'm familiar with anyway. So yeah. What mics and cameras do you use to record? Well, I do not have any mics installed on my kit anywhere. I just have the cameras and the microphones that are on the cameras. And my cameras are GoPro Hero 7. And I have one in front of me and I have one above me. And the microphones are what's used for that. So that's why, hey, if my cymbals are loud because cymbals are loud. So I don't, like I said, I don't have any individual microphones. What software do you use to edit your videos? Okay, well, it's called Sony Vegas. I don't know what the version number is because I don't make my own editions. That is the responsibility of my friend, Only Play Drums. He does all of that. So it's his software. And like I said, I don't know what version it is, but I know it's Sony Vegas. So there. What else? Will I do a video tour of my kit? I actually did a video tour of my kit back in 2019, and it's on my channel if you're interested in watching it. The kit is the same. The cymbals are a little bit different because I've replaced some cymbals just to get a more balanced sound. But yeah, you can check it out. Maybe in the future I'll do another one. I'll see. Am I in a band? No, I'm not. Have I ever been in a band? No, I have not. I'm not really interested. This is just a hobby. This is just something I do for me, like musical therapy. And I don't really have time to be in a band and commit to something like that. So, and this, just doing it for myself lets me play the songs that I want to play when I want to play them. And, what else? Do I play requests? I take requests. I just can't promise that I will play them, kind of thing. Because I don't have a lot of time, and my main priority is playing the songs that I want to play and the songs that I enjoy and the songs that I feel motivated to play, which is very important. But I do like when people make requests, and I do like when people suggest songs, because maybe it's a song that's already on my list to play. Maybe it's a song I have forgotten about and I like it. So yes, please make your requests. Please suggest songs. Just know that I can't make any promises. But I do enjoy. There have been moments where people have made requests and I have played those songs, and it does make me feel good when they watch it and say that they enjoyed it. So there is that. But how do I choose songs to play? Well, like I said, I choose songs that I like from bands that I like. I'm very much a product of the 80s hair bands, that's what I love. That's the era of music that I love, that I imprinted on, that inspired me, that motivated me. So that's always going to be like my default type of songs to play. But I don't have like a science when I decide to play a song. I could just be listening to an album or a CD or whatever and be like, oh yeah, I want to play that song. So, there's not really any kind of method to it. why do I need so many drums and cymbals? I get asked this so many times. I don't need however many drums and cymbals that I have. Of course, I don't need them, but I want them. So where's the harm? You know, I spent a lot of years dreaming about this type of kit. Okay, like I said, I'm a product of the 80s, and the 80s was just monster kit after monster kit, okay? So I spent a lot of years dreaming about owning a kit like this and playing a kit like this. And so now I have it and I enjoy it and I'm going to play it. And, you know, that is what it is. It's not that serious. Oh, and here, okay, why don't I play the songs exactly the way they were originally recorded? Well, you know, it's close. I always play with respect to the song. And I certainly don't, you know, it's not my intent to change the song or anything, and most of the time I'm just adding maybe an extra cymbal crash or an extra China hit or maybe an extra accent on the hi-hat or something like that. The songs are not different from the way that they were originally recorded. So I always get a little bit confused by that comment. Because yeah, I'm just playing, I play to enjoy the song. Of course, my own style of playing is going to bleed into the version that you see. But I feel like I play very, very close to how the songs are. So yeah, so I guess that's it. That's all I have on my list. So I hope that this answered, you know, some of the questions that like I said, I get asked multiple times. If I forgot something, if you're interested in knowing something else, just leave a comment and I will try and answer. And if I get enough other questions, I can do another video. So, but don't ask me anything personal. I'm not answering any personal questions. This is about drumming. So yeah, okay, well, thanks for watching, and I will see you with my next drum cover. So bye.